Every one of us needs to come to a place where we get to understand that there is nothing God is doing now that he started now. Everything God is doing now, God started from the old. So as an object teacher, he comes, he wants to do something after 1,000 years. He picks up two people, paints a picture with that thing he wants to do, and then act as if the story is over. And these things are littered everywhere in the scripture. If you go through the Old Testament, you will realize that we have the portraits of Jesus the Christ there. Many for an accurate picture of what grace stands for to be painted. Jacob and Esau needed to be used. So on the day that Isaac cried, I said, Esau, get me venison and then let me eat and bless you. Their mother heard and chose the one she loved. I said, you go and do it so that this man here doesn't take the blessing. And what they needed to do, all that place needed to show to us, one of the most significant things that happened there was the fact that Jacob used the skin that looked like the skin of Esau to cover his own skin, so that when Isaac touched him, he would feel like he was touching Esau. And that was the picture of grace. That the man in time, if you come to God like this, God will not see you. You have to come in the skin of the Christ. You didn't get that? It's okay. If you now appear in the skin of the Christ, God answers you as if he's answering the Christ, and that is grace. So when blessing was coming upon Jacob, he was not the one that merited it, but because he came with the right skin, he received the blessing. That's just one example. They are littered everywhere in the scripture. The story of Israel out of Egypt, you know it now. What message does it preach? Salvation, deliverance from death. Salvation is not deliverance from sin, it is what? Deliverance from death. So they were saved out of death. But for you to now understand grace verbatim, you will now know that after salvation from death, that there is a journey before you now enter the promised land. And then in between your place of being saved to the promised land, if you don't obey the things that you will be told along the journey, you can be dropped for another generation to move. If you like, don't believe it. Just tell yourself that New Testament is different. The Bible calls the Old Testament the shadow of the real thing that is to come. So it means even in grace, people will fall by the wayside. And if you check what they desired in Egypt, they were desiring garlic, onion. So every time you are thinking of going back to your past,